Well, hey there, loyal listeners. Welcome to this week's very special episode of the Silverwood Show Podcast. Jordan, where are we?
We are in the train barn right now, and as you can see, engine number 7 is getting ready for the 2025 season.
I'm swooning. But you're going to be swooning too, because this episode it is dedicated to you, all your mail train questions. So come join the fun. Ooh, we are back, and this is an exciting episode. I'm your host, Sarah, and this is my co-host, Jordan. Hi,
Hello,
Jordan.
everybody. Hi.
And we're going to have so much fun today. I love it when we get to dedicate a full episode just to our listeners. So it's going to be great.
It's always fun, and people have such good questions, right?
Yeah.
So we are going to dedicate this entire episode to the mail train.
Yeah.
And answer all the burning questions. And there's a lot of them.
Oh, my gosh.
We have a lot
there's so
more
many.
to cover soon, but we really want to do this at least quarterly.
Yeah.
So
this will be a regular thing.
This will be a regular thing.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So that we can kind of, and seasonally, so they kind of fit with what we're doing. But I want to play a game. Is my hair in my face?
Yes, it is. There you go.
Okay. I want to play a game. Can we play a game?
Yes.
Okay. I was thinking this week maybe kind of a spin-off from 20 questions, because 20 questions would take up the whole podcast.
Yeah, especially with us.
Yeah, exactly. So I was thinking 7 questions.
7 questions. I like it.
Okay.
Engine number 7.
See?
Makes
okay.
sense.
Mail train.
Ah!
We're so good. Or just strange. Okay. So do you want to start? Do you want me to start? Let's each do 3.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want me to start?
Asking me a question first?
No, you have to ask me.
I'll ask you a question first, but
Okay.
since you're the new person,
Okay.
I do have a little aid for you.
What?
Just let me get out of my handy little. I have
Our little folder.
a 20. It's last year's part guide.
Oh, last year's.
But it
Okay.
will help you in this endeavor to try to guess what I'm thinking
I appreciate your lack of trust, not trust. Yeah, trust in me. Confidence. Your lack of confidence in me.
I'm just giving you the tools you need to succeed.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So I start by saying I'm thinking of something, correct?
Oh, that means you're asking me a question.
Oh.
I'm going to start this. I'll start.
Okay, you start.
So how this will work is we are going to say, I'm thinking of a blank. It could be a ride. It could be an area. It could be whatever. And then you start yes or no questions.
Okay.
You have 7 of them.
Okay.
In 7 questions, or at least on the 7th question, you have to guess what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. I am thinking of a ride.
Is the ride on Main Street?
No.
There's no rides on Main Street.
There's only one ride on Main Street.
Well,
unless you count the train.
Yeah, I know it's not that one.
Okay, it's not that one.
Is it in Coaster Alley?
No.
Is it in Boulder Beach?
No, you're wasting your questions.
I am?
You are. You have only 4 more left.
Oh my gosh. Is it in Critter Camp?
No.
So we know it's got to be in Country Carnival.
Okay.
I get one more question, or now I have to guess?
No, you can guess other yes or no. You can be any yes or no question.
Okay. So is it a wet ride?
No.
Does it spin in circles?
Yes.
Okay, so that's
Yes, you're on
6.
7. You need to guess it this time.
I have to guess it this time. Is it Scrambler?
Oh, nope. I was thinking of the Super Roundup.
Oh, dang.
You were close. You were right next door.
Yeah, I was. I was staring at the map. This map's going to come in really handy,
I'm sure it is.
actually. So thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Okay.
So everybody listening, you guys try to guess too.
Yeah,
See if you can do better than us.
Which I'm sure you're going to do better than me. I can almost guarantee
If you got that one right, you already are doing better
Yeah.
than Sarah.
Yeah. So keep yourself score. Keep score for yourself.
Keep yourself score.
Keep score for yourself.
There you go.
And then if you beat me, I want to know.
Yes.
Yeah, send us an email and let
Or
us
me.
know.
Yeah.
Or
Both of
Jordan.
Because I'm
Please
sure
beat
you're,
Jordan. Someone beat Jordan.
I'm sure you're going to have a hard one for me.
I want someone to beat Jordan.
Okay.
Okay. I am thinking of something big.
Something big. Wow. Okay. Is it a ride?
No.
Okay. Hold up. Hold up a finger so I know how many I have left. Is it a food venue?
No.
Is it a part of entertainment?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a character in entertainment?
Yes.
She's struggling putting up the fingers. They're all over the place right now. Okay, we're at 4. Okay. Is it part of the train show?
Oh, yes.
Yes, thanks. There are people listening.
There are people listening.
Is
This
it
isn't Never Have I Ever.
is it Sasquatch?
Yay!
Yeah, got it in 6.
Good job.
Yes. Okay, 1-0.
Okay. So I shouldn't have said big. I should have made it harder than that.
That helped me a lot. Thank you.
He's big.
He is big. Okay, I am thinking of something in Country Carnival.
Is it Tutti Frutti?
That is not even something in Country Carnival, so no. You mean Fruit Fetti?
Yeah, no, but is it like Tutti Frutti-ish?
Oh. No.
Okay. Is it a food?
Yes.
Okay. Is it cold?
No.
Is it sweet?
No.
Is it?
Oh man.
Is it? It's not sweet and it's not cold, so it's got to be. Is it warm?
That would be the opposite. Yes.
Is it? Okay, I've got 5.
You're at 5. You have 2 more questions.
Is it at Country Barbecue?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the one. Is it chicken strips?
No.
Oh. You love chicken strips.
No, it's not chicken strips. I'm sorry. It was pulled pork.
That was going to be my second guess.
I am sorry. So anyway, 1-0.
You're never thinking of pulled pork.
I do like pulled pork. I really do like pulled pork. So don't tell me what I'm thinking.
He's always thinking about chicken
No,
strips.
I'm not.
Peanut butter and chocolate.
Okay.
Okay.
1-0. Okay, your turn.
Okay. I'm thinking of a ride.
Okay. Is this ride located on the dry park side?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a high intensity ride?
No.
Is it considered a kiddie ride?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, okay, so we're at 3. That makes it hard. Is it does it go around in circles?
Yes.
Okay. Does it have to do the theme of it have to do with animals?
Yes.
Is it the puppy go round?
Yeah.
Yes.
You knew I was going to do
Well, I was thinking
I love dogs.
So at that point it could have been either puppy go round
Yeah.
or the elephants.
Yeah.
But
Puppies
I
over
figured you'd be
elephants.
thinking,
Yeah.
yes, puppies.
So I need to do I need to do something that you're not going to think that I'm thinking.
That's the key.
Okay, that's the key.
Okay, here we go.
I'm ready.
I am thinking of a ride.
Is it Dry Park or Boulder Beach? Oh, wait.
Yes.
Is it Dry Park? Yes.
No.
No. Yes. Okay. This is yes or no answers.
Yes.
Okay. So yes to Boulder Beach. Wait, let me open up my little map.
Yeah, get
here
your
that
map
Jordan
ready.
gave me. All right. Do you race on this ride?
Yes.
Ooh. Does it have to do with an animal?
Yes.
Is it Eagle Hunt?
Yes.
Yay!
You got in 5. Good job. Good job.
I knew the race part.
The race part
Yeah,
helped a
yeah,
lot.
yeah, that helped
That
a
was a
lot.
good question.
I didn't even
If I
have
would've
to look
said-
at I didn't even have to look at the map.
Well, good. If I would have said no to that, you would have been in trouble.
Yes. Especially because I have not been on anything in Boulder Beach except for the lazy river.
You would have been in big trouble.
Really big trouble.
Okay.
Yeah. So I need to make that a mission for the summer. Okay. Can I change my last one?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Sure.
Let me think of something different. Because you know what I was going to do.
No, I don't.
Oh, fruit fatty.
Oh, gosh. Okay, well,
So
I
I'm
would
gonna change it. I
have
wanna make it
definitely
harder.
guessed that once we got to funnel cakes because you don't know any of them, any of the other ones.
You would have got it in like 2 easy.
As soon as you said, I'm thinking of a food, I would have said fruit fatty. That'd been my first guess.
I think.
No response to that.
I mean, is that too narrowed down? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking of something delicious.
Okay. Is this deliciousness can it be found on Main Street?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a normal treat that you would eat on a hot day?
No.
Okay. Is it found? Is that 2 questions? I think that's 2.
Sorry. Yeah. Fingers.
Thanks.
Counting,
Is it
asking questions, thinking all at the same time? It's like chewing gum and walking. It's not easy. Okay.
how about, is it a pastry?
No.
Okay. Is it? Did you say it's a treat?
I said it's delicious.
It was delicious. Okay.
Narrowing it down for you because everything here is delicious.
A drink of some sort?
Yes.
Oh wow, that was a curveball. I was thinking only other things. Is it a root beer float?
No.
Ah, shoot. Is it coffee?
No.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh man. Okay. It's delicious. Is it a Huckleberry lemon drop martini?
No.
Dang it. That was my last guess.
So you were close.
What was it?
It was a blood bag with edible glitter.
Oh, wow. It went Scarywood with it. Oh, my goodness.
Had to throw in a curveball
That was a good
there
one.
at the end.
Okay, final
I
score.
wanted to do edible glitter, but
That would have been
that would have
very
been a little
specific.
too specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's found in a lot of things. So
Final score is...
you got 2 and I
I got 2, I got 1. So the winner is...
Jordan.
Me!
And there's got to be somebody out there that got all 3.
There probably is.
Oh, guarantee. Or all 6, I guess, technically, because they're
Yeah, if you
playing
got
against both
more
of us.
than 3...
Please let us know.
Or more than 2, let us know. If you got blood bag, let us
Oh,
know.
yeah. I want to know if anybody got that.
Gosh, that was a hard one.
You're welcome.
All right, well, thanks.
Better
Good-
than
good game.
Fruity Pebbles stuff.
Yes, that is.
I don't even, I'm going to figure out what it's called one of these days. I'm Fruity Pebbles.
Okay.
Fruit.
Your Fruity
Fruit
Pebbles.
Fetty.
It's a Fruit Fetty funnel cake.
Fetty funnel
If
cake.
you haven't had a Fruit Fetty funnel cake,
Say
make
that
sure you
5
have
times
it.
fast. Fruit Fetty funnel cake. Fruit Fetty funnel
I can't. I'm not even going to try.
Okay. What do you say we move on to the Park Pulse? Yeah.
Park Pulse.
All right, let's give some updates because, Jordan, we are a month out today.
I know.
Today's
I can't believe it.
Wow. Today is April 3rd when this is airing.
Oh, man. So we are
May 3rd.
May 3rd.
Whoa.
Okay. So what happens in the next month is our park.
Yeah.
So right now, the park is scrambling to get everything
Yeah.
ready to go
Yeah.
for opening day, which is exciting because opening day is right around the corner. So there's lots of excitement in the air, but there's lots of
a lot of
dare
everything.
I say anxiety about
Yeah.
what's coming. So we're really excited, but
We've got
good stuff to do.
new faces everywhere. I've been seeing a lot
Yep.
of training and orientations happening, and I just love having so many people back in the park.
is
again.
fun.
Yeah.
It is fun to see
There's an
those
energy.
familiar faces that worked last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's also fun to see all the new faces that don't know where things are, and we're trying to like direct
They
them.
look like I did, and it's just the
You-
cutest thing. Their eyes are really wide, and they're just
You have a little more sympathy for that.
yeah, 100%. I just want to tell them all the things.
That's
so yeah, so that's been fun. We are still on sale.
Yeah, so we're still in our last chance sale,
Yeah.
which that ends on April 25th.
Okay.
So you still have some
Few
days,
weeks. You got
some
3 weeks,
days
yeah,
to still
so.
save up to $18 on your tickets.
Mhm.
Just make sure you do it before then, or by the 25th. because after that, the tickets go up to full price,
Yeah.
which I know people want to save money
Yeah,
and come out
yeah,
to the park.
yeah.
You don't have to pick a day with these tickets.
is so
You
nice.
you can come
Yeah.
out whenever. So
Yeah.
even if you buy a 2-day ticket, you don't have to use them consecutively
Yeah.
either, which is a great perk. You can come. Pay for the 2-day ticket and use one in June when maybe the weather's not great, the crowds are down.
Just do Dry Park that
and then
day.
like right before the season ends to get your last fix before school. So lots of options there.
Yeah. Total Boulder Beach day, last
Yeah.
day of summer type
Oh,
of thing.
the best.
Yeah.
Can't wait. It's,
And then also on weekends, May, they're a little bit.
right. So
Less expensive as
and,
well,
and
so.
those tickets will go on sale mid-April.
Okay.
So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
But that's our anniversary weekend, Mother's Day weekend, Kids weekend, and then we have special tickets when the water park's not open. Which Memorial Day is the water park is open, so
Yeah.
we do have a full price ticket
Okay.
there.
Okay.
But we do have a special that weekend, which is our Heroes Weekend, where all police, military, firefighters, EMS, veterans get in for free.
Yes.
So that's
I
fun.
hope the guy that pulled me over that didn't give me a ticket the other day, I hope he comes. He deserves it.
He sure does.
Shout out to that, Kootenai County
Yeah.
police officer. Yeah.
That's great.
So appreciate that.
Yeah, we all appreciate that.
Yeah. Even though you made me late for work. But that's okay. Anyway, so let's see. Conductors
Yeah.
have been chosen. I'm really excited about this year's ambassadors. I think that we've got a really amazing group of influencers, I guess. They're so keep an eye out for that. We'll be doing a big introduction. I'm going to get all their photos and everything, and we'll put them up on social so you can get familiarized with them. You're probably going to see them in the park this summer, and they are incredible riders.
We have a lot of
Yeah.
good diversity in terms
Yeah.
of people who maybe are more like lifestyle or people, mommy bloggers, but
Yeah.
also people from out of the area.
Yeah.
We have locals, people from out of the area. We have one from Oregon, which is
Yes.
kind of fun to have them drive out.
And he's a principal.
And he's a principal, so definitely a different
Yes.
perspective on
Exactly.
things. So,
So-
we're really excited to continue this program because I know a lot of people do rely on getting their tips from that program and reading those blogs.
Yeah. And it's so great when it's coming from an actual firsthand experience versus an employee. So
Right.
I think that's
the key.
It's going to be so great. So keep an eye on that Silverwood Express blog, silverwoodexpress.com. All sorts of fun tidbits and tips and tricks and contests and all the things that you need to know.
Yeah.
So, and Read to Ride is officially wrapped up. So yeah, I'm excited to start seeing these kids enter through those gates. Hopefully you got your reading logs in and got your 10 hours done. And I hope you read some amazing things. We would love to hear about that too, what you read about this, I guess, winter, spring-ish, whatever
Yeah.
it was. And yeah, we're going to turn that into a Silverwood ticket for you.
Yeah.
So
That's
very
always fun.
excited.
It's always
Yes.
exciting when, because like I said before,
Yeah.
my daughter does it, and
Yeah.
so when she brings home that ticket and all the hard work paid off,
Yeah,
and she gets to come out to the park
exactly.
and
Exactly.
ride her favorite ride, which is Stunt Pilot and Panic Plunge. So she said those are tied or up there at first.
Will you ask Quinn if I can go on Stunt Pilot with her?
I'm sure
I mean,
she'll say
obviously
yes.
we can't sit together because it's single, but
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
You
I
can
want to
sit-
go. with
Okay,
her.
sounds good.
Yeah,
Maybe
okay.
next time.
That'd be fine because it's my favorite too.
Yeah, for sure.
But any other park updates? Anything else going on?
I think, it's just the excitement in the air,
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
I know with Tremors and this new seismic upgrade that we have,
Yes.
I know that the new trains have, at least one of the new trains has shipped. So we should have that coming.
Okay.
So stay tuned to our socials in the coming weeks to see that kind of coming into fruition and be able to get the
Shiny
very
and-
first peek of it. Oh, yeah.
I'm so excited.
And then we'll definitely be sharing when that takes its maiden voyage around the track.
Yes.
I know they're finishing that up to get ready for opening weekend.
Oh my gosh, do you think it'll be?
They're pushing hard right now for it
Okay,
to be ready for
okay.
opening weekend. So that's the goal.
The goal is
Yeah.
opening weekend. Oh, it's going to be awesome. I
Yeah.
can't wait. It's going to be
Yeah.
so much fun. And Dry Run. Do we want to mention Dry Run?
We do have a dry run,
Yeah.
which is for our employees. So they get to
Yeah.
bring some family friends out, and we get to
Yeah.
practice everything. So we'll
Yeah.
we'll touch on that, give you a little behind the scenes of what
Yeah.
we do there as we get closer to the 26th of April.
Okay.
But in other news, we have all of our performers are signed on for the magic show.
Oh.
And the train show, and so they start coming into town. They're from all over. We'll do
Yeah.
an episode where we talk about who they are.
Yeah.
Because it's quite fascinating how they're from literally all over
Everywhere,
the country.
which
And so
is-
they come
yeah.
and they get to perform for all of you.
Oh, I'm excited. So you filled that very last spot.
Yep, it is filled. It is filled. We are
Yay.
We are booked up. We're
gosh,
really excited.
We found a Ranger Rosie.
We did.
Woohoo! Okay, I'm so excited to meet all of them. So, it's time we're combining this week.
Yeah.
It's a mail train in the big drop. Mm-hmm.
Together.
Choo-choo.
Mail train.
Okay, so we have so many questions that have come through. I mean, it's unbelievable how many questions.
We're not going to get to them all.
No.
But we've picked out some that maybe are more timely.
Yeah. That fit the bill of what's going on right now in the park. And I have to get them out.
Yeah,
of
get
my
them out
little
so you can know what they are.
All right. So, do you want to start or do you want me to start?
Go ahead. You have them out?
Yeah, I've got them out. So we had Alana write in, and she wants to know when is the best time for the locals to hit Silverwood, which is a great question for our Idaho fam.
Yeah, Idaho or Spokane.
Spokane. Yeah.
Anywhere within like the hour drive, probably we consider our locals. So in my opinion, I think any Sunday's always a good time to come out to the park, but also June. Once school gets out for our Idaho, which is right after we go full time. If you can find a nice weekend or a warm, cloudy day to come out to the park during the month of June, that is the time to come out. I know a lot of people they wait for those cloudy days, because the crowds aren't going to be as heavy. But also in June, there's a lot of areas and school districts are still in school, so a midweek day in June is prime time to come out to the park. Okay,
that's good to know. I'll take my dad. That's exactly what I needed to know. So, all right. So let's see. Rebecca, she wants to know what the best thing is to eat at Silverwood.
Oh, you can answer that one. What do you think?
I mean, you know what I'm going to say. Okay, let's see if I can remember what it's called.
You just said it.
No.
Fruit.
Fruit Betty funnel cake. Fruit Betty funnel cake.
Yes,
okay, got it. Got it.
That for you is it.
Yeah.
But if you're going to have like a meal, what do you think?
Oh, gosh. For a meal, I do love me some barbecue. So, the barbecue you can't beat.
We're at the pavilions?
Well, that's the only place I've had the barbecue so far.
Chuck Wagon, all you can eat buffet. Yes.
Add in some turkey legs this year, though.
Okay.
Because we are doing, turkey legs on the drive side.
I think that's going to be at country barbecue.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you got to add that in.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's new because it used to only be in Boulder Beach, right? And this year
it was only at Rapids Grill, so now it's going to be over in country barbecue, which is going to be really fun.
Everybody walking around with their big old turkey legs.
It's going to be everywhere.
It's great. So take your selfie with your turkey leg and post it and tag us and all that good stuff. So
all the stuff.
Okay, Jordan, what's your favorite?
Best thing to eat, I have to go back to the trusty Wrangler burger at Lindy's because I think that is my absolute favorite. I know a lot of people love like the gingham salad, which is in Lindy's, and the salads are amazing. There's so many good things. If I had to choose one thing that's like a snack treat, it would have to either be the cinnamon roll or the muffin top in the front coffee house.
Yes, I can't wait to try those this year. I'm so excited. So, it's going to be awesome. Okay, food. Also, by the way, will you make a list for me of all your favorite foods so that I can just go down and mark them and try? I'm going to do like a tour day food.
Okay, great.
Maybe with some of our conductors
there you
this
go.
year. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
They love to talk about the food.
Okay. How about this? Robin has never been here before. She wants to know if there's immediate lodging nearby. Well, we've got the RV park campground.
Yes, we have the RV park campground.
That's pretty immediate.
That is very immediate. That's the closest thing. But that does fill up fast. And if you haven't got an RV spot, or a tent spot, it might be a little too late.
Yeah.
So there is lodging. So on our website, if you go to our preferred lodging, there are a lot of in the area lodging, whether that's a hotel. We also have some campgrounds on there that are local. There's depending on what your price range is, how far you want to stay. If you want to stay downtown Coeur d'Alene, Spokane, Sandpoint, there's a lot of lodging in the area. The closest is probably about 10 to 15 minutes away from us. But as far as like hotels go.
Yeah. And that's what makes the park so special because we're just out here.
It is. It's true.
It is. It's beautiful mountains all around and forests, and the views are pretty incredible. So Lots of good stuff around here for sure. How about, let's see. Okay, Shay.
Yeah, Shay.
Shay wants to know when the best time of the year is to visit the park, but that's not all.
Okay, she has more.
Shay also wants to know what are some tips to avoid busy lines and what are the top 3 most experienced go on rides? Most experienced.
I'm assuming that means what are the top 3 rides to go on or experience?
Oh,
right?
or experience.
Probably
Okay,
something like that.
yeah.
Okay, let's start with number 1. What was number 1?
Number 1, best time of the year to visit.
Best time of year to visit. And we're going to have, just so everybody knows, we're going to have a full episode about first timers visiting the park and like the tips and tricks for that.
Yeah.
And also what we call our visitor's guide, which will give all of like the details of how to visit the park and when to visit the park and how to avoid crowds and all that. So that is coming, just so you know. But with this question, when is the best time of the year to visit the park? Like I said, if you can find a nice weekend in June, that is the perfect time to come, or weekday in June if you can, if the kids aren't in school. Also, I tend to push people to beginning of July, just not around like the 4th of July. The beginning of July, just because the weather becomes more consistent. And really after mid-July is when our crowds start to increase as far as attendance goes. Another great time to visit is the week before Labor Day. So as we're coming in, schools are getting like picked back up for some people, but also they're just trying to get settled back into a routine. Exactly. Come out to the park and make it that last stop before the end of the year.
Which kind of blurs into the next one, which are tips to avoid busy lines. So come on those dates.
Come on those days helps.
Yeah. What else?
But also if you have no other choice and it ends up being that like July, August time frame, to avoid busy lines, I would say when you get to the park, get here early. And by early, I mean our courtyard area actually like the Main Street area opens at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And so if you are here before then, you can get in the courtyard, get your pastry.
Yes.
And then once Main Street opens at 10 o'clock, go to the Boulder Beach area and line up so you can be the first to go grab your spot into Boulder Beach. Also, while you're over there, you might as well be ready to go and go ride like Eagle Hunt, Avalanche Mountain, Ricochet Rapids, some of those rides that do have longer lines later in the day.
Yeah.
So that's always a great tip there.
Yeah.
If you want to go roller coasters, and like you're here for roller coasters, go there first. A lot of people, go there first, and I would say do Aftershock check its status because it might be as long as it's warm enough. Yeah. Timber Tear. And then Tremors and Stunt Pilot, because those two are going to have 2 trains, so they have a better throughput capacity.
Okay. Oh gosh, Jordan, I can't wait.
I know,
I
it's
just
coming.
started thinking about it, and I'm like, I can't wait to see those lines line up, and then the running of the bulls when you open the gates, and just all the energy just flooding into this park. So, we're a month away. Okay, off track. Eric. Oh wait, no, we haven't finished Shay yet.
Top 3. So I will say,
okay.
I would love to hear your top 3.
My top 3 rides?
Yeah, top 3 rides.
Oh, absolutely. Spin cycle. I love.
Okay.
I know a lot of people like it's either love or not love, but I feel like it's kind of like when I was a little baby and they had those little swings that swing you back and forth. That's what I feel. That
you go back to
like
the nostalgia of being a baby.
It makes me feel so comfortable. Okay. Plus, I'm upside down, which is so fun. Like when you're spinning on the little bar.
Like when you were a baby.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so fun. When my mom dropped me on my head. Exactly. So that's number 1. I love Stunt Pilot. I mean, Stunt Pilot just is a total classic. You can't beat that. And it's been a long time since I rode Aftershock.
Okay.
But gonna make it happen again this year because I want to see if I can handle it at this age. Yeah. That's what I want to know. Like, okay, it was great in my early 20s. We'll see how we're doing now. So
those are good ones.
Yeah.
I would say as far as like experiencing unique rides, maybe we go down that road. Okay. Eagle Hunt is the longest dueling water coaster in the whole country. So that's a good one to go on. I would say the train is very unique to be able to see a show and enjoy the scenery.
And maybe see Jordan as Dynamite Dan.
Maybe. Just maybe. Hopefully not as much this year.
And Sasquatch.
And then the third things I would say would be Thunder Canyon on a nice hot day. That is that is really a very popular attraction. Is
Yeah.
routinely voted the favorite attraction of the park. So that would be a great one too.
I love it. That's one that I missed this summer. I didn't do Thunder Canyon because we got so soaked.
Put it on the bucket list for this year.
We got so soaked on the log flume. It was like, okay. All right. So Shay, thank you so much for those 3 questions. We appreciate that. We're moving on to Eric. He wants to know, for a roller coaster enthusiast, what advice do you have for someone who has never been to the park?
For a roller coaster enthusiast, I would say make sure you ride Aftershock, because that is one of the only giant inverted boomerang roller coasters in the whole continent, really.
Yeah.
And so that's a unique one. I know a lot of people come here to ride that. If you haven't ridden a single rail coaster, Stunt Pilot is a great one to ride.
You put your hands out to the side.
I love that's exactly. Yeah. And you're riding by yourself. I recommend
you're flying.
Yeah, for a coaster enthusiast, I'm assuming you like airtime, or which that like the negative G's that happen. And so I would say ride in seat 10.
Oh,
100%. Yes.
That's a really great
So that's
tip.
the very last seat of that ride, and you will feel like you're getting pulled out of your seat on all those whips and turns. The front is great because you can see everything, right?
That's where I rode.
But and you get some negative G's when you come over some of the elements, but the back is where it's
That's
at.
good to know.
I love the back. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm making a beeline to the back.
but
I'm learning so much, Jordan. You're teaching me about my upcoming season and all my off time. I'm going to be here like every weekend when I'm not working. How could you not? I'm so excited. Okay, so I think that's perfect.
Okay, next one.
All right, so let's move on to Sabrina. She wants to know, what's your favorite perk of working at the park?
Gosh, there's so many of them.
Gosh, I mean, I can go.
Go ahead.
Cotton candy.
Okay.
And then when they don't sell all the cotton candy, we get free cotton candy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the greatest thing. You go in to go get your lunch, and there's just like a table of treats, whatever was left over and can't be sold.
And kettle corn sometimes.
Kettle corn. Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Out of all the things, that's your favorite thing about working here?
I like my cotton candy and my edible glitter. No, there's more. I have more. Obviously, I work at the happiest place.
Yeah,
there's just
that's a good one.
There's no bad days. And coming from corporate America, and things like that prior to this, just to be at a place where everybody is just in a great mood and that energy is just high. The vibes are high here. And I feel like my energy matches what's going on here. And I don't wear people out with my excited nature because everybody's excited to be here. So I'd say
that's
that.
Great.
Yeah. How about you?
There is so many. And that's why I've been here for 14 years.
Oh, wow.
But what I think, just seeing people experience things for the first time and conquering their first roller coaster never gets old. And just seeing them able to, people like who come through the gates and leave all the worries behind them and enjoy a day at the park, that really brings families together, brings new connection and new memories, is my absolute favorite thing. From a practical side, I love just being able to create. And I think that is something that we get to do. Hence this whole podcast, be able to create it.
Making things come to life.
Exactly.
That's definitely one of mine as well, because
It's
the
super
creativity, if you could just be a fly on the wall, listeners, it's the greatest thing just to be bouncing ideas. And it's a really cool environment to work
Super
in.
fun.
So super cool culture. So work at Silverwood for sure. And we're moving on to, I keep losing my place. I'm so sorry, Nicole. There's so many questions. She wants to know the difference between preparing for regular Silverwood and Scarywood. Yeah, that's
a good
question for sure.
So Silverwood is interesting because there's so much that goes into it. So there's so many different departments that go into it, and we have a lot longer time frame to get ready for it. But in addition to that, we have so much to change, like all the pricing on some of the things. So all the signs get changed, new training for all the new cast members coming in. There is just like getting all the stock and inventory and new scripts for the shows and all that. So there's a lot that goes into it, and we do practice runs and all that. Scarywood is different because we don't have as much, even though we're planning for a long time.
Yeah.
The turnaround is basically a week.
Yeah.
And so we do a lot of training through the month of September for Scarywood. But really, once Silverwood closes, that last weekend of Silverwood, we have 5 days to get the park fully ready for Scarywood. Yeah. And so we have a lot of people jump in, but it's the end of the season. So people are like already tired, you know, but we have one more month to push forward.
More push. Yeah, exactly. And experiencing that for the first time myself last year, I had no idea. Yeah. I mean, you just kind of think it magically happens overnight. I don't know. But that week, that was fascinating to watch everything just come together. I wish we could just have a time lapse of it because it was incredible. I mean, they even changed the light bulbs. Yeah. It's the little details that you don't even think about. You know, you got to make those things flicker. You got to make them red. You got to put in the fog machines. There's just so much that goes into it and building the haunts, of course. So very cool. Very cool.
Yes, it is. It is cool. And it's fun to experience. It's a whirlwind both ways. But it's a different whirlwind. It's both exciting.
It's great. Yeah, I really enjoyed that as well. So thanks for that question, Nicole. We've got Sandra up next. She wants to know, why doesn't Costco carry Silverwood tickets anymore? Because she loved buying them because she always got a deal.
I know.
Why is that, Jordan? We get this question often.
We actually stopped carrying Costco or selling tickets at Costco back in 2016 was the year that we did that. And the reason is when we sold at Costco, they had to always have the lower price. Yeah. And so what we did instead is we brought everything in-house, and so we can control that price point. So really, the Black Friday sale and even like the Christmas sale that are leading up, that is the Costco price. It's just on our website, right? And so that gives us a lot of flexibility in our pricing structure and allows everybody who are purchasing those to have the best price still.
Exactly. So I like it. We've got control. I love having control. It's great. Okay, so good question, Sandra. And hopefully that answered it for a few others that I know have written in with the same question. We have Matthew.
Yeah, this is a long one.
With a doozy. Okay, so I think there's multiple questions in this one.
Okay,
so
let's do it.
By the way, Matthew is loving the podcast so far. Thank you,
Thanks,
Matthew. Is there any chance that you would consider a discounted rate for late entry, like after 4 p.m. for those who may want to come for dinner and ride the rides under the setting sun? Or possibly stay open late once a month so people can ride the rides in the dark? I know this is an option at Scarywood, but I'm sure there are lots of people who would enjoy the experience without the fright. Keep it up with the podcast.
Great. Wow. I have an answer for that.
He does.
I have an answer for it.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
You do.
Yes,
okay.
I have an answer. We do have after 4 p.m. tickets. So they aren't advertised a lot, but if you go to the gate and purchase tickets after 4 p.m., they are at a discounted rate. We are working on getting those on our website. That would be a time-based ticket so that you could buy an after 4 p.m. ticket online and then use it after 4. That's cool. So that would be great. That's a great addition that we are working on. With the other question about staying up late, Fridays and Saturdays during the season, we are open till 10 p.m. Yeah. And so and when it starts to get dark at 9, you get an hour of dark rides. So that's the time to come, even later in the summer because it gets dark earlier. Yeah. So come during that late August time frame and on a Friday or Saturday and ride those rides in the dark because I agree they are super different and super fun to ride in the dark, especially Stunt Pilot because the whole thing is lit up and the rings are lit up. It's really fun. Yeah.
It's really cool. And from a female standpoint, like, okay, guys, listen up. Take your girl on a date during sunset. Yes. Make that move like as the sun is setting and you have to hold her hand on the ride. And it's great. So sunsets and roller coasters are a great combination.
Or Scarywood and roller coasters because that's how I got that's how I got my wife.
See, good dating tips from Sarah and Jordan.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. So in other words, hey guys, hi, I'm single.
Oh, well, there we go.
Okay. Anyway. Just throwing it out there. Someone take me on a date to Silverwood already. We've got one more. Let's go to Misty. Do you have areas for younger children, infant age?
Yes.
We sure do.
We sure do. So this one is actually unique because we do have, like, in the water park, we have Toddler Springs. That is really for the kids, especially the younger kids that you can carry because there's no, like, standing water over there. And so everything you can run and play in the splash pad. With that being said, infants, as long as they can support themselves, there are a number of rides where support themselves by sitting up by themselves.
Yeah,
There are a number of rides where we don't have a height requirement.
Okay.
So some of them might include like lazy river, wave pool, log flume is one of them. They have to be able to sit up by themselves. But I took my daughter on the log flume when she was 18 months old. And the her face was priceless going down that first drop because she had no idea what she was in for, and then she went down. But now she rides roller coasters.
And that's why she's such an enthusiast now. Exactly.
Yes.
So yeah, get them going young.
Yeah,
that's the way to do it. Seriously.
Exactly. So and then we also have like the treehouse climbing trees over in the kiddie area. Salmon run.
Yeah.
As long as they can sit up, and the salmon run splash pad area. Pollywog Park in the water park. Those are all really good ones that they could go and enjoy.
Yeah, exactly. And the train ride's always fun too. So
and on our website, this is a great tip. On our website, we have a size guide. So if you go to the size guide, you can put in someone's height.
Okay.
And it will show them everything that they can ride at the park.
And it sorts accordingly.
Yeah, so it goes down to like I think 36 inches is the lowest, and then below that it says all ages. And
that's
so
awesome.
That's something that's a good tip for someone to go in there and say, because everything's based off of height requirements.
Yeah.
So measure your little, and then go in there and see what they can ride.
I just learned something. Yeah. I don't have littles, but that's why I learned it. But that's really good to know, so I can spread that word as well. So that wraps up the questions we're going to answer this round. Now we've got another one coming, in a couple months. So keep those questions coming. We will still answer your questions every episode during the Mail Train segment. And don't forget to sign up to be a loyal listener. And this is why, because our loyal listeners, we choose one every episode to win a pair of tickets to Silverwood. And also, that loyal listener gets to play a fun little game with us to maybe up the prize package just a little bit. Up to what? We have a max of like $50.
$50,
you could win $50 on top of your tickets. So we have a loyal listener this week that we're going to call.
Okay.
Right after this.
Is she on?
Hello, this is Amber.
Hi, Amber. How are you? This is Sarah and Jordan from the Silverwood Show Podcast.
Hi, how are you guys today?
Oh
We're great. How are you?
Good.
Not too bad. I'm a homeschool mom of 3, so I'm busy, but always time for a phone call.
Oh, great.
How about a phone call that wins you a pair of tickets to Silverwood?
Oh, well, that would be fantastic.
Because that's what we got for you. But we wanted to see if maybe you'd be interested in playing a little game with us to potentially win more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what if I lose? Do I lose out?
Nope. You keep your tickets matter what.
On game.
Okay. Well,
So,
first, before we jump to the game, I want to get to know you a little bit better. So you said you're a homeschool mom. Have you been to Silverwood before?
I have. We took our kids on the homeschool day 2 years in a row, probably 2 years ago, and then 3 years ago.
Oh, fun.
And then, I guess maybe, was it an actual homeschool day, or was it like through a homeschool co-op? I think it was through a co-op.
Yeah. Through Read to Ride or something. Yeah.
And definitely. And then I remember going as a teenager at least twice with my family and camping at the campground that's walking distance from there.
Oh, it makes life so much easier,
That's
right?
So fun.
Oh, so you have fond memories then. You definitely have fond memories.
I do have fond memories and some scary memories, but all has turned out well. I've made it to adulthood.
That's
awesome.
Great. Hey, bravery. We love bravery around here. What was your favorite ride?
Tremors is my favorite. There's something about wooden roller coasters, but Timber Terror kind of like the jerkiness around those corners that really throws me, and I don't appreciate that.
Yeah.
And in my older years, I'm like, I don't need that. I want to love instead of fright.
That's very common.
Yes, and we have some good news for you on that front.
Yeah, because Tremors is getting an upgrade, which it's going to be smoother.
Yep.
And it's going to have 2 trains on it, which allows for more throughput. So we'll get more rides on it.
Oh, no that'll be awesome.
So you'll be able to ride your favorite ride over and over and over again. And Timber Terror also had some of the track.
Some of the track got redone, so it's smoother too.
It is
especially in the first drop. So
I might have to be brave because I took my daughter on it 2 years ago, and it was so sharp that she whacked her lip on the bar and started to bleed.
Oh no! Okay.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
It will be a lot better now.
Yes. We promise that.
She's doing math at the table, and she's like, "It's true. It's true."
Good. She's doing her homework.
Yeah,
We
keep
love
doing that math.
We love that. We're better at math than me and Jordan.
It
probably
takes you
combined.
places.
That. So let's talk about this game here. It's a little game of true or false. So I'm going to give you a statement, and you're going to tell me if it's true or false. Now, every time you get it right, you're going to get $5, right?
Okay.
So there's $25 available there. And then once we finish the true or false, we're going to play a fun little sounder for you.
Yeah.
And it's the sound of something here at the park.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can guess what it is, you'll get an additional $25. So you can win up to $50 altogether in this game.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yes.
Sounds great.
Okay. Are you ready to go?
I was ready as I'll ever be.
Okay.
All right. Your first one. Corkscrew is celebrating its 50th birthday this year. True or false?
How old am I? I am 38. No, that's false.
Oh,
it's
it is.
actually true, but this is why. Fun little fact. It came from somewhere else.
Yeah, it came from Knott's Berry Farm back in 1975.
Yes.
Okay, I was like, the park has not been open long enough.
Yeah, you are true. That is true.
Yes.
But this is from Knott's Berry Farm.
Yeah,
so.
well, that was a trick question. That was a trick
I
question,
did not
so.
know that.
Okay.
Don't worry, you got plenty more
you got
chances. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Second one. Boulder Beach opened in 2003.
true.
Yay!
Yeah, $5. Easy $5
Easy
right
five.
there.
Easy money. Easy money. Okay, next one. The Avalanche Mountain Raft holds 8 people.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna go with it's either 8 or 10. I'm gonna go with true.
That you might have been thinking of Thunder Canyon.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Yeah,
bummer.
Avalanche Mountains holds 4 adults, but it can hold up to.
Is that?
That's the
Is
yellow
that the
one.
with the okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
water slide.
Yeah, I
one.
was thinking about the big one at the way in.
How many does the Thunder
Canyon holds 8.
8.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so there
So
you go.
that-
It was kind
that
of
was a
I'm
tricky
thinking
question.
about the group we went with and
Yeah.
how many of the family could
She's like
fit in
counting it.
there. I was totally.
We're just trying to get y'all nostalgic and pumped up about coming again this summer.
Yeah.
So, okay, we got another one. How about this? Velocity Peak, which is in Boulder Beach.
The speed slide.
The
Yep.
speed slide can go up to
Okay.
70 miles per hour.
Oh, no, see, that's one I would never do because it's too high. I'm going to go with true because it just sounds terrifying.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I mean,
fiddlesticks.
70 is.
That's
oh my
fast.
gosh. Can I just mention she said fiddlesticks? And
Yes.
what is the name of our podcast plant?
Its name is Fiddlesticks.
You just,
Yes, Good job.
So now he has a purpose. Our podcast plant officially has a
Aw.
purpose.
Yeah.
Does that undo my false and make it $5?
Unfortunately not. But
I like the way you work, though.
Velocity Peak can go up to 55 miles an hour,
Yeah.
so it can go
Still
fast.
fast.
Okay, still terrifying.
Still fast.
But,
Still
you know,
terrifying. You're right.
I'm with you. It's
way out
terrifying,
of my
yeah.
comfort zone.
Yes.
Okay, and now we've got one that's just from a previous episode that has not much to do with the park, just more about the host.
You have a 50-50 shot
50-50
regardless.
shot here.
Okay.
Sarah, that's me, has flown a plane solo with nobody else in the cockpit. True or false?
Whoa. So you'd have to have your pilot's license then if you've flown solo, or no, you'd be working towards it and doing your solo flights to get your certification, unless you're talking about a ride. Then
Don't overthink it.
okay, sure, true. We'll go with true.
Good job. Yes, that is
Yay!
correct.
Yes, I was
Are
at
you
one
working
point.
towards your pilot's license?
I was at one point, and then fuel
Okay.
got really crazy expensive.
Really expensive.
So-
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm, yeah.
My dad owns an airplane, and for a while there, he was trying to sell it because
Yes.
he's like, it's getting too expensive.
Right?
But
See?
It's so
now I think he's
difficult.
back on board with just, hanging on to his girl.
See, and now I just ride stunt pilot like every day.
Yeah, there you go.
And I get that same feeling, and I feel, a lot better. So Maybe someday. Maybe someday.
Okay.
So
we
now
have
we have the sounder. Yeah,
$10 you've earned. So this
Okay.
next sound that I'm going to play is a ride that is at the park. I'm going to give you, there's been 2 guesses already that have gotten it wrong. So the one wrong guess was log flume, and the other wrong guess was bumper boats. Okay, so I'm going to play this sound, and you give us a guess. Here it comes. Okay, what is that ride?
What's the big one that holds 8? What is that one
one's
called at the end?
That's Thunder Canyon. Is that your final answer?
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That was
so close.
That was a great guess,
Yes, it was
but
a
it
great
is
guess.
not that. So
Oh,
we're gonna move that
That's a tough
one
one.
on to the next.
Because I'm like,
person.
it sounds like a whole family.
Yes, very good listening.
We
Yes,
are, yes. But we still have that $10 plus the 2
Yes.
Silverwood tickets.
Which $10 is equal to two funnel cakes you could buy with $10.
Funnel cakes.
Fruit Fetty.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it one of these days. 2 Fruit Fetty funnel cakes right there.
Yeah.
So,
or whatever else
you
you would
know,
want to buy with $10.
Like
yeah.
ice cream, all
Yeah.
sorts of good things. So yeah, we got a little treat for you there. So I will get in contact with you here in just a little bit. Let you know how to get your tickets and all that good stuff. And until then, thank you so much for listening to the Silverwood Show podcast and being one of our loyal listeners.
Oh, thank you so much for letting me play along.
Thank you. You have
All
a
right.
great day.
Bye.
Bye.
You too. Bye.
Another great round
Yes.
of loyal listener fun. I'm just loving it. I'm wondering, are we ever going to get somebody to win that
I don't
big
know.
bonus?
We're whittling down. There's not many other rides that it could be.
I think there's people screaming at
Yeah,
their,
probably.
right now going, I know what it is. I know what it is. Well, hopefully you're signed up as a loyal listener so we can choose you.
You might be next.
You can do that at silverwoodthemepark.com/podcast. What's that?
That's the ice cream truck.
I think it's got huckleberry ice cream.
Okay, I would like that.
I can taste it. Summer
means,
is almost
what does that
here.
mean?
It's the inside scoop. And this week you get to listen to me and Jordan talk about our super secret insider tips to make for a very smooth day at the
And we've
park.
already given a lot of tips.
Yeah.
Lots of tips.
Yeah.
But these ones are stuff that maybe people wouldn't ask.
Yeah. And just fun little things that maybe not everybody knows about.
Yeah.
So, Jordan, what's yours? Or do you want me to go first?
I have mine. I can go
Okay,
first.
go ahead.
I am going to go over to the kiddie area.
Oh, okay.
We're going to talk about the Mine Shack.
Yes.
The Mine Shack it's a little hidden gem, no pun intended on that one, but it's a hidden
Yeah, it
gem
was.
over in the kiddie area, the critter camp area. And in the Mine Shack, you can dig for gems, which is pretty cool. So you go into the Mine Shack and you can get a couple different packages. You can get like a little baggie.
Yeah.
And then you go into like the cave and you like dig in the sand and find the gems in there and fill your baggie with it. There are other packages that you can do, which includes like a hard hat with a headlamp on it.
Yes, I've seen those.
They're so cute.
Okay,
They're so cute.
Yeah.
And so you can get that and you can go in there and use that to like really pretend like you are in the mining business.
Yes.
You can also get a little lantern package, which is nice and cute to go in there.
Photo opportunities, Mom.
So
Listen
many
up.
photo opportunities.
Yeah.
And then finally, which is new this year, I just actually found this out, is instead of a little baggie, you can upgrade to a small wooden box and
Like a
potentially get more gems in your little box.
That's so cool. A little keepsake box.
A little keepsake box, yeah.
I
a
still
little
have
souvenir.
all my little rocks that I collected
does my
as a
daughter.
little girl.
Yeah.
It's a very important thing as a child to be able to collect those rocks. And
Super fun.
When they're shiny
And they're all
pretty
polished up.
colors,
Yeah.
even better. So I mean, I don't know if you remember what my favorite Christmas gift was
I
from
do.
Santa.
It's a rock polisher.
Yep. So that's a big deal.
This takes out all the work and months and months of
tumbling.
polishing and tumbling.
Seriously.
So you can go in there and bring your kiddos and have a great time. And if you want to really learn more about the experience of it, you can head to silverwoodexpress.com and search the Mine Shack. And there's a blog post that was written about it.
Yeah. And kind of some of Idaho's history and all that good stuff. So that it really ties into everything from North Idaho.
Absolutely.
That's a really
Yes.
good tip, Jordan.
Thank you.
High five.
Can't reach
I can't
you.
reach, but
Okay.
yeah, that works. Okay. So mine is child related. And the reason I chose this one is because when I brought my dad this last summer, this is exactly what happened to us. We went log flume ride. Dad had so much fun. I had so much fun. We're like, yeah, we made it. We didn't get wet. And then, bam, we're soaked. Because there were kids putting their quarters in to basically create the geyser that gets you soaked. And there's a little bit of strategy to this because you wait until that person is like, oh, I made it.
Yeah.
Unscathed.
Yeah.
Put that quarter in.
Nope.
And boom,
I know.
you are wet.
Oh my
and
gosh,
there's
on a cold day.
Yeah. And you're just about done for the day. You're like, yeah, and then walk into the car with the shorts going squish, 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 squish. I can still hear the sound. But it was hilarious. And Dad thought it was even more funny because I was trying to take a selfie to show that we got off the log flume without getting wet.
Surprise.
And whoever saw me with my camera up was like, oh, we're going to get her. We're going to get her. So if you want to spend the day, I actually had a friend that visited last summer after I told her about this little tip. And her little boy literally spent pretty much his whole entire time there. He was so entertained and he was so happy. He was a little scared of the rides, but he sure loved putting his quarters in. And what a great way to get rid of your change.
Right.
We don't really use a lot of change anymore these days. So all those quarters you've been collecting up, just look for the geyser signs over there. And there's 2 locations.
There's 2 locations on the log flume specifically, but then there's one on Thunder Canyon too, which is a great one. And then you could also use that for the squirt guns over at Bumper Boats.
Yes.
There's lots of places where you can get people wet. Yes, squirt people.
Random strangers. So rather than, you just take out your aggressions with some geysers and some squirt guns and they'll never know who you were.
Oh man, I know so many people that come and with just a baggie full of quarters and they just spend all day because they think it's the best thing in the world.
I mean, don't you think Dad and I have a plan?
It's the best until it's a cold day and you're the one getting soaked.
Yeah. Oh, Dad and I are getting our vengeance this year. So we've been collecting our quarters. We're ready. We're going to spend a whole afternoon just, so if you get splashed, it's probably me. All right. So I'd say that's it. I'd say pretty successful episode.
Yeah.
We got another big one next week. But until then, make sure to sign up as a loyal listener. silverwoodthemepark.com/podcast. Send us your questions. You just might be the next one that we're calling. Have a good one. And that's a wrap on this week's ride. Thanks for tuning in to the Silverwood Show. If you had a blast, make sure to subscribe, leave us a review, and share the fun with your fellow thrill seekers. Got a question, story, or suggestion? Send it our way to podcast@silverwoodthemepark.com for a chance to be featured in our Mail Train segment. Until next time, keep your hands and feet inside the podcast and stay thrilling.